Emma was a workaholic journalist, living in a cramped apartment with her beloved golden retriever, Max. While her days were filled with deadlines and stress, Max lived a carefree life of naps, treats, and playful walks. Often, as Emma struggled to balance her chaotic schedule, she envied Max's simple existence. "I wish I could live like you for just one day," Emma sighed one night, scratching Max behind his ears. Max wagged his tail, oblivious to her words. Little did Emma know, her offhand wish didn't go unnoticed. Somewhere in the universe, a mischievous spirit heard her plea and decided to grant it. The next morning, Emma woke up feeling different. Her limbs were shorter, her vision sharper, and her nose incredibly sensitive. She looked down at herself and gasped, or rather, barked. She was in Max's body. Across the room, Max stared at her from the bed, now in her human body. He tilted his head and clumsily attempted to stand, wobbling on two legs. "Max, is that me?" Emma barked, panicking. Max, now human, gave her a goofy grin and wagged his imaginary tail. Woof. Forced to live as Max, Emma experienced the world through his eyes and nose. Every smell was amplified, a feast from the bakery around the corner, the sharp tang of car exhaust, and even the faint scent of other dogs on the sidewalk. At first, it was exhilarating. She raced around the park, chasing squirrels and feeling the wind in her fur. She realized how freeing it was to live without deadlines or expectations. But being a dog wasn't all naps and tail wags. She quickly learned the struggles Max endured: impatient owners at the park, loud noises that startled him, and the humiliation of wearing a sweater in winter. And when it was time for food, Emma found herself eyeing a bowl of kibble, longing for her usual coffee and toast. Meanwhile, Max, now human, was having the time of his life. He raided the fridge, delighted by the discovery of peanut butter, and clumsily figured out how to use Emma's phone. He even managed to take himself to the dog park, drawing puzzled looks from other pet owners as he enthusiastically barked at their dogs. However, Max soon learned that human life wasn't as glamorous as it seemed. Bills, emails, and the stress of work loomed large. He attempted to write an article on Emma's laptop but ended up smashing the keyboard in frustration. By the end of the day, both Emma and Max were exhausted. As they curled up on the couch together, Emma as Max and Max as Emma, they began to understand each other's worlds. Emma realized how much Max relied on her for love and security, while Max saw how hard Emma worked to keep their little family together. That night, as they drifted off to sleep, the mischievous spirit decided they had learned their lesson. By morning, they were back in their rightful bodies. Emma woke up feeling grateful for her human life and even more appreciative of Max. She took the day off work to spend time with him, promising to slow down and enjoy life's simple pleasures. Max, on the other hand, was thrilled to return to his carefree routine of belly rubs and naps. But every now and then, he'd wag his tail just a little harder, as if to say, "Thanks for understanding." Moral of the story: walking or wagging in someone else's shoes, whether human or canine, can teach us empathy and gratitude for the lives we led. Sometimes, it takes seeing the world from a different perspective to truly appreciate what we have.